Hello, and welcome to this lesson on thermoregulation and temperature control. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to describe how the body maintains a stable internal temperature, explain the roles of the hypothalamus and effectors in thermoregulation, and analyze how negative feedback restores body temperature to approximately 37 degrees Celsius. Let's begin. The body's temperature control center is found in the hypothalamus, a small region of the brain. The hypothalamus constantly monitors body temperature. It receives information from temperature receptors located within the hypothalamus that measure the temperature of the blood. It also receives information from temperature receptors in the skin that detect changes in the surrounding environment. Using all of this information, the hypothalamus decides whether the body needs to lose heat or conserve heat. It then coordinates responses that help return body temperature to its normal level. When body temperature rises above the normal range, the body needs to cool down. The hypothalamus detects this change and activates mechanisms that increase heat loss. First, sweat glands begin producing sweat. As the sweat evaporates from the skin, it helps remove heat from the body. Next, blood vessels near the skin surface widen through a process called vasodilation. This allows more warm blood to flow close to the skin, so more heat can be lost to the surroundings. Hair erector muscles also relax so that hairs lie flat against the skin. This reduces the layer of trapped warm air near the body. Together, these responses allow the body to lose more heat to the surroundings. As heat loss increases, body temperature gradually falls back towards the normal level. Sweating is one of the body's most effective cooling mechanisms. When the body becomes too warm, sweat is released onto the surface of the skin. As the sweat evaporates, it absorbs heat energy from the skin. This removes heat from the body and lowers body temperature. At the same time, vasodilation increases blood flow through blood vessels near the skin. This means more warm blood travels close to the surface of the skin. The warm blood transfers more heat to the surrounding air. Together, sweating and vasodilation work efficiently to cool the body and bring body temperature back towards normal. When body temperature falls below normal, the body needs to warm up and conserve heat. The hypothalamus detects this drop in temperature and activates responses that conserve heat and increase heat production. First, blood vessels near the skin surface narrow through vasoconstriction. This reduces blood flow close to the skin, so less heat is lost to the surroundings. Next, hair erector muscles contract, causing hairs to stand upright. This helps trap a thin layer of warm air near the skin. Sweat production also decreases or stops completely because sweating would cause more heat loss. The body also begins shivering. Shivering is caused by rapid muscle contractions, which release heat and help warm the body. Together, these responses reduce heat loss and help restore body temperature. Vasoconstriction is an important response when the body needs to conserve heat. Vasoconstriction reduces blood flow near the skin surface. Because less warm blood reaches the skin, less heat escapes into the surroundings. Hair erector muscles also contract, causing the hairs to stand upright. This traps a layer of insulating air close to the skin, which helps reduce heat loss. Shivering is another important response. Shivering involves rapid, involuntary contractions of skeletal muscles. These contractions require respiration. Respiration releases heat energy, helping to warm the body. Together, these responses reduce heat loss while increasing heat production, helping body temperature return towards normal. When body temperature becomes too high, the body needs to cool down. Sweating increases, vasodilation occurs, hairs lie flat, and heat loss increases. These responses help remove excess heat from the body. When body temperature becomes too low, the body needs to warm up. Sweating stops, vasoconstriction occurs, hairs stand upright, and shivering generates heat. These responses help reduce heat loss and increase heat production. Although these responses are opposite, they all have the same purpose. Their goal is to keep body temperature close to 37 degrees Celsius, so the body can continue working properly. Thermoregulation is an excellent example of negative feedback. This means the body detects a change and then produces a response that reverses that change. First, a change in body temperature is detected. Temperature receptors send information to the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus acts as the control center and activates effectors such as sweat glands, blood vessels, and skeletal muscles. These effectors produce responses that oppose the original change. For example, if the body is too hot, the responses help cool it down. If the body is too cold, the responses help warm it up. As body temperature returns towards 37 degrees Celsius, the corrective responses become unnecessary. The hypothalamus switches them off. This prevents body temperature from changing too far in either direction and helps maintain homeostasis. Let's dive into some exam-style practice questions. You can pause the video and try it yourself. Let's start with question number 1. Explain how sweating helps to reduce body temperature. When body temperature becomes too high, sweat glands produce sweat. The sweat evaporates from the surface of the skin. This evaporation removes heat energy from the body, cooling it down. Let's go to question number 2. Describe how the body responds when body temperature becomes too low. Blood vessels near the skin surface constrict, reducing heat loss. Hair erector muscles contract, causing hairs to stand upright and trap insulating air. Sweating stops to prevent further heat loss. Skeletal muscles contract rapidly during shivering, releasing heat through respiration. And for the last question, explain how thermoregulation is an example of negative feedback. The hypothalamus monitors the temperature of the blood and receives information from temperature receptors in the skin. If body temperature is too high, sweating and vasodilation increase heat loss. If body temperature is too low, vasoconstriction and shivering reduce heat loss and generate heat. These responses return body temperature towards 37 degrees Celsius, after which the corrective mechanisms are switched off.